So, hello people, how are you doing all today? I hope you are doing good. My name is Minino Fernandez. I'm here with a very special guest today. He's a master in clay. He's a full package of experience in clay. He's physically fit, as you can see.
Yeah.
He's he keeps everybody happy always. Whenever I see him, he's happy to see everybody. His name is Moriaki Yamauchi. So, hello, sir. How are you doing
Yeah,
today?
fine. Thank you. Thank you. And you?
I'm good.
Good,
How
good,
how do
good.
you like the weather today?
Oh, I love it. I
You
love
love
it.
it?
Oh, yeah, of
Okay.
course. Of course.
I didn't love it because
Oh, really?
I was sweating today.
Well, but come on. Don't compare about the sky and the warm weather.
Ah.
You never know. We might have a snow tomorrow. So enjoy
I
what you
can't
can.
expect that snow tomorrow. I can't expect the snow. So what was the first time you remember you got messy with clay?
First time.
Yeah,
I
first
mean,
time.
when I was in Japan, because I'm from Japan, and
Yeah.
then when I was in Japan, I never touched clay or doing ceramics at all.
Okay.
So I started.
Never in your childhood days as well.
No, not really clay, ceramic clay at all.
Mm-hmm.
So because I started off fashion design when I was young.
Oh, you started from fashion
Yeah, that's
design.
it. So because first time when I touched the clay was when I was 30, I think, 30-ish. That's what I started
Oh,
ceramics. Yeah. So
it's too like.
yeah. So I just changed the career in the middle of my 30s. Yeah. So first time, of
Wow,
course. Yeah.
I would like to give a shake hand for you
Yeah.
because at the age of 30, wow,
Yeah.
people are not ready. People are
Yeah.
ready to
Yeah.
make families and them,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they are scared of changing careers.
Yeah, no, I did just kind of change.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe
Nice.
first time was kind of when I was middle 30 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I loved it, and it's just cold and then sticky, but I didn't feel uncomfortable
Okay.
with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more like opposite.
Okay.
Make me feel calm
Yeah.
and relax,
Mhm.
and I just surprised the flexibility of clay. You can just shape whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That really motivates still now,
Mhm.
motivate my artistic kind of creativity kind of vibe. Always I get that. So all this
I can
kind
see
of
the fashion designing because you are always with the apron and
It's not
folded leaves of the thing.
torn.
But you have the fashion look.
Okay, thank
You
you.
have the fashion look.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. Uh, did anyone at your home push you towards art or
No,
craft?
not at all. No, it's everything because I mean my mom was head mistress for kindergarten.
Okay.
So and then my dad was just normal kind of like an office worker.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing to do with art in my family. But I mean my mom, because I have to help my mom, and then just helping drawing and
Mm-hmm.
then painting for kids and all
Mm.
that. So all this like a kind of a
I see.
brush and then paper and then scissors and then glue. It's everywhere in my
I guess,
house.
yeah.
And my dad loves like a DIY carpentry. So I help him like a building shelf or doing bit more little bit of primer or something.
Yeah.
So all these kind of carpentry tools are everywhere. So environment wise, all these tools and then equipment
Mm-hmm.
were there. So that kind of affect my kind of like, oh yeah, I like making something or I like creating something. That kind of feeling
Yeah.
I always felt. But of course, kind of like if dad want me to do a bit more like an outdoor boy, you know what I mean, play football or baseball or that kind of. But I wasn't into it. And then I'm more like drawing and painting or reading book, that kind of indoor boy. I think my mom allowed me to be indoor boy. You know what I mean? So my dad didn't push me to just you have to do
Yeah.
this and that. So I think it was kind of good to me be myself in a way, to comfortable, and then kind of like artistic kind of like a way. It's very natural to me.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah.
good to see that your parents didn't push you to do
No, exactly,
something
yeah.
else because
Yeah.
now because when I see myself back then,
Mm.
I think I was pressured too much
Yeah.
because every time if I want to eat something, I was told by my elder ones, like you will eat this for today. You
Yeah.
can't decide what you want.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is good for you. I think it's good. It help you to grow up as your person. As
Yeah,
you,
no, exactly. I think it's kind of like and then they always give me a choice in a way.
Mhm.
You can do this, but it's okay to be this way as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think most of the time they give me a choice, and then so that makes me feel a bit less pressure,
Mhm.
which is kind of good. And then I think I always kind of now I'm teacher and then
Yeah.
dealing with the students. I think I always give them a choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not
Yeah,
you
it's
got to
good.
do this. This is the only way
No,
you have to do this. Never.
it doesn't. It's not good to. Sometimes it's good to pressure, but when
Yeah.
you are growing up, you have these things to do. You want to explore this.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you're pressured to do certain things,
yeah,
you don't. When you achieve that thing, you think, oh, I could have done that
yeah,
as well,
yeah.
and you wasted your time. It feels like that. So it's good that your parents gave you options
Yeah, it's
to.
in a way,
Yeah.
yeah, was really good actually. Yeah.
Were there any teachers or art classes that really got you hooked on ceramics?
Um, I think I was lucky because I mean, first time when I started,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, tutor was really, really good, and then I think she gave me a bit more like a free to do something, explore.
Yeah.
So she wasn't like, hey, this is the clay, you have to make this. This is a technique, you have to do this.
Mm.
She did, but same time, I'm more like a what if kind of person. So what if I mix this and that? What's gonna happen?
Okay.
And then she wasn't give me an answer straight away. Try it and then explore it.
Mm.
So that was the kind of her kind of attitude against towards students, which is
Yeah.
fantastic. So I think that's why I kind of start exploring like oxide and chemicals, which normally first beginner student won't do, but
Okay.
she let me to do that.
Okay.
So which is I'm really really lucky. So I think her class was fantastic, and then meet her as an artist. I think yeah, that was really really lucky to have
Yeah.
her to be first teacher. I think yeah.
Mm. Was there any moment in your teens where you thought, okay, I'm going to do this forever?
No,
Because you found it at
not
30.
at
Yeah.
all. Not at all. I mean, I still think kind of like a forever is too strong for me. You know what I mean? The word. Okay, I want to do this. That's I've got so much stuff to do. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. That was my teenager
Yeah.
era, to be honest.
That's me as
You know
well.
what I mean? So I think it's kind of I want to do this. I can do this, or I'm doing this forever. It's just too early.
It's
So
totally,
forget
yeah,
it, and
it
then
is
just
true.
stop by whatever you want to feel like, and then it's okay to off the track. It's okay. You know what I mean? You're never wasting time when you're young doing something or explore. You know what I mean? So even like now, I don't feel like I want to do this for I can do this forever feeling no, but I'm doing it because I want to do this forever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. When you were starting out, what was the toughest hurdle, and what was the toughest hurdle?
Still having it, you know what I mean?
You're still having
Now
it.
and then, yes. I mean, I of course it's I never get used to it. I mean, I'm getting used to it, but this challenge and then this kind of problem always have it's there. If you're doing something new, of course there's a challenging kind of moment, and then that's why I'm still doing it.
And how you are trying to overcome it, like,
I
or how
don't
you are
know.
trying to cope up with it.
I think it's kind of like because of I've got passion
Yeah.
to achieve something new, and then I know what I want in the if I'm working with the clay and the new project. I know the goal there. You know what I mean? And I've got kind of really, really
Yeah.
passion to
When
reach
you have a
that.
goal, it is easy for you to. It is it should be easy for you to go just forward over there, because when you don't have a goal, when you're in a in an area where it's all dark and you don't have a goal to go, you don't know how to go straight forward.
Yeah.
You have to believe yourself
Yeah.
and put up
Okay.
something in the end and walk towards it, which
Yeah.
should be your biggest why.
Yeah. No, that's true. But I think goal is, yeah, it has to be there
Yeah.
somehow. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you lost kind of a way to get somewhere. But yeah, I think even though I just always say making mistakes and then bit off the track,
Mm.
I think still okay. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna be a wasting time. I would say no, never. You know what I
Maybe
mean?
it's my idea of looking at myself nowadays.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's go to get there for like a long term kind of achievement. It's great,
Yeah.
but there's no. I don't want a shortcut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't mind. It takes kind of forever, but yeah, I kind of like moving towards goal. That's fine,
Yeah.
but I don't rush it. Yeah. So
Do
yeah.
you feel stuck? No.
Oh yeah, sometimes. Yeah,
Sometimes.
of course, yeah, and then, which is a good thing. So if I'm stuck, so I
You
just
think
kind.
it's a good thing?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah. So you
Wow.
try to figure out, you know what I mean, how to get out of this stuck moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's a good thing. So you have to just kind of remind your kind of mind, and then yeah, I think so. Yeah, because everything just going just kind of according to plan.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like I feel like really that's too easy,
Okay.
and I don't like too easy way. You know what I mean? I just want to challenge, and then the hiccups is good, really good, and it kind of trains your kind of like a flexibility.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't work spontaneously. Oh, let's try that way, and it didn't work. Try this way. That kind of
It prepares
flexibility.
you for future.
Oh yeah,
Future
definitely.
stuff which are not planned.
Yeah,
That's what you
exactly.
mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. You know what I mean? I mean, most of the time, even in life, you know, you sometimes you don't kind of go
Yeah.
as a plan, and then you have to, oh, sugar, and then you have to figure out. So I think, yeah, same as clay work, doing art project. I think hiccups is kind of like it's okay.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
What's that one piece or show that made you think, "Yup, I can do this for a
Yeah.
living"?
I don't know because again, it's like I can do this for a living. I don't think I can.
Yeah.
Of course, there's always doubt, but only I can say is I want to do this for a living. That's why I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this kind of like a desperation, almost like, you know what I mean? I think it's kind of important. If you feel really comfortable, and if I became like a best-selling potter or something, and
Yeah.
then selling a lot of stuff, and then, whoa, you know what I mean?
Your work is
Yeah,
done.
yeah, I'm done. So no, it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not that.
It's not
I'm not
done, but
reaching that
you have
point.
achieved something. That means.
Yeah, but I think I mean every single work I've done is
Yeah.
to me it's my achievement. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think desperation
Yeah.
to be creating something good. You know what I mean? So I don't want to feel, oh, okay, I've done it, and then now I can
No.
just do this for what I mean, living. No, it's okay. I think.
For a creative person, it's never want to. He doesn't never want to relax. For a creative person,
No, not too comfortable.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be comfortable. Like me, when I achieve something, I have something else
Oh
again.
yeah, of course. That's
When I do
very
something
important.
now, I already have some more ideas going
Oh
on.
yeah, yeah, of course. That makes you kind of keep going.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's the motivation, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, definitely.
How did you figure out your own vibe or voice with clay back in the day?
So no, I think it's just like to be honest, and then for your heart, I mean, what you're doing. I mean, of course, there's a kind of like a interrupted by all this Instagram
Yeah.
and then the other people's work, blah blah blah. But if you decided, kind of like, yeah, this is my work, and then okay, this is my idea, I developed enough, and then let's go for it. In that case, just trust your instinct kind of ideas, and then everything I just shut down from everybody.
Yeah.
And then just concentrate 100% what I want to do, because you're the only one person
Yeah.
understand where you're going.
Yeah, that is
You know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah, that is true.
So yeah, I think, and then if you just following that, it will become kind of your style, your own vibe. You know what I mean? Yeah.
How did you make your parents and them believe what you're doing is you like what to do?
I
Because
think
I don't think they will be they will be supportive, but do they like really believe in you? Like, okay,
yeah,
you
but I
can do
mean, at
that.
the end of the day, I think parents, as long as I'm happy, I think they're happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even they're not kind of accepting whatever I'm doing, but I can show I'm comfortable here and I'm comfortable doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think that makes them comfortable and they're happy.
Yeah.
I think, and then nowadays I mean, I'm here, my parents in Japan,
Japan.
and then but every time if I go back to Japan, I do exhibition, and then so my mom can see my work, what am I doing, and then
And she
I can
feels proud.
explain,
Yeah.
and I think it's kind of recently I think
Yeah.
we can talk about my work.
Mhm.
So my mom kind of saying something, oh, this is that, and I'm really appreciate that. You know what I mean? So what she thinks about my work,
Mhm.
and I accept. Okay, that's interesting. That kind of conversation,
Yeah.
which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I don't know, she's happy about my career,
Mhm.
but I'm sure she's
Yeah, she
happy
should.
about
Yeah, she
what.
will.
Yeah, we can have this
Because
conversation.
everybody wants their children to be happy
Yeah,
in
exactly.
whatever they
Yeah,
do.
yeah, exactly.
Does she give you ideas to? Oh,
Oh
my
yeah,
son, you
oh
can try this. You make
yeah,
a cup like
yeah,
this.
definitely, yeah, yeah. She does, she does,
Yeah.
she does, yeah, yeah. So she's just kind of like, oh yes, if you just do this, can I do this? Can I do that? And, oh, okay, that's interesting, and then it can connect to the next project. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, she's got different point of view,
Mhm.
and she's much older than me, and then different kind of way of thinking. So
Yeah.
I quite like that kind of
Nice.
having conversation.
What made you switch gears from full-on artist studio to teaching ceramics?
I think most of the artists, I think, kind of like, of course, they can do, I mean, full time artist is the dream,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But I think simply, okay, realistically, of course, finance kind of reason, I have to make money for living.
Mhm.
So teaching, why not? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? First of all, of course, if I can just like a 24/7 kind of making something my own work, fantastic.
Mhm.
But same time, I think if you're teaching, it's just like a share the passion with somebody who loves
Yeah.
ceramic, and then kind of like a pass on to my technique to next generation.
Mhm.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then same time, I learn from students as well,
Mhm.
and I'm always kind of
Yeah, I can see that you love students
yeah
because
I
when you
mean,
see their small little works, you are very happy to see that work
oh yeah,
because
of
it
course,
makes you
yeah.
feel.
Because I would see it. I want to know what they're doing it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they do something totally different way
Mhm.
I do or I see. I
And-
love it. You know what I mean?
And you get
That's-
inspired from them
yeah,
as well.
exactly. Fantastic. Yeah, definitely. I think teaching is great, and then
Mhm.
kind of interaction with people, that's very important.
Yeah.
I think.
How did Harrow College came into the picture, and what was your first takeaway from ceramics crew?
I don't know. I mean, it's just like a because my first tutor, she used to be technician
Okay.
and teacher in here,
Okay, so
and then
she something.
she and then first ceramic teacher
Mhm.
who established this studio.
Okay.
He is my second ceramic tutor. So
Okay.
there's a connection, and I know all these people who's been kind of like running this studio.
So you know who made this?
Yeah,
this,
exactly.
This,
Yeah, I know.
who,
Yeah.
who is the first person over
Yeah,
here?
exactly. So that's why it's kind of like my dignity
Mm.
to keep going the
Yeah.
studio.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So definitely. And then same time, yes, I kind of like I shouldn't say this, sorry, David, but I hate saying hello college. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's to me, it's like just another ceramic studio.
Yeah.
People can come in and they enjoy.
Yeah.
And then because when I was a kid, I hated school. I hated it. I hate the kind of idea of school.
Because they are putting too much
Yeah,
pressure.
exactly. So I don't want to make that kind of environment, at least in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that you are not making the environment because
No.
you are allowing me. I have done small pieces which are not related to the project, but I took it for myself, and I like about that. So that makes me come for next year. Even if I have to pay it, I will come over here because I
Yeah.
have more ideas which you
Yeah.
allowed me to explore.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I just wanna feel kind of like a not school in here, at least in here.
Yeah.
Upstairs, I don't know what's going on. I don't care, but so I don't just go to them to
Yeah.
teach. Hey, I wanna teach ceramics, so come in. No, never. Whoever knock on my door, I
Yeah.
open and then come on, do it. Yeah,
That is nice way to approach
yeah,
your
definitely. Yeah,
people. If you could pick just a couple of projects
yeah.
everyone at Hero should try.
No, just a no. I wouldn't say project. Just fiddle with clay. That's it. You know what I mean? You don't need to make anything. Okay, just feel it and how you feel. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
the first thing I want them to feel, because it's just like a clay is totally different to the others. Like a painting on the paper or taking photo, it's totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Feel into it. So it's like it will stimulate your looking at it, touching it.
Your perspective
Yeah,
will.
it's just so much stuff going on. Just enjoy it. You know what I mean? And then it's not kind of like a spontaneous thing, because you have to wait for dry. You have to wait for firing. You have to
You need to have
glaze.
patience.
Exactly. So it's quite long time, kind of like a time consuming kind of process.
Yeah.
But enjoy even that. You know what I mean? So if you just pen paper, you draw something, and then that's it. You can spontaneously see the result. But clay, it's not.
Yeah.
So that's kind of mysterious way. I quite like that. Yeah.
Wow. How did you split your time between your own art and all the lessons planned?
I mean,
Do you do stuff for
oh
yourself?
yeah, but I think most of the time, if I'm working on my work, of course, my studio at home.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Oh,
I
you have
don't.
a studio over here at home?
It's like like a little kind of
Little
like
thing,
a
okay.
kind of like a little cave, my cave. So I think, of course, I just graze here sometimes and then fire in here.
Yeah.
But most of the time, if I'm making something or creating something, it's at home, because I just need to shut down everything, and then I don't want to be anybody to be in the same room,
Yeah,
and
that-
I don't like interruption and
Yeah.
anything. So creating something, making something, most of the time I'm just doing the studio. Yeah. And then so it's like a Monday to Friday, think about here, and then on the weekend just concentrate on my work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it make you feel no freedom?
Yeah, I wish I would got more time, my own time to do own work. But I think if it's okay. I'm struggling it. I like kind of struggling something. You know what I mean? I wish I like that. You know what I mean? I've got only limited time to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to concentrate. That kind of like you say like a toughest hurdle or whatever.
Yeah.
That's me. It's like a good challenging. Yeah, and I quite like that. Yeah,
Okay.
I think if I've got 24/7 on my own, do my work, I think I'll get bored with it. Oh God, what am I doing? You know what I mean? End up watching kind of YouTube maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. Have you? Okay, you do Instagram like pictures and them.
Yeah.
You are sharing your work. That is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I was thinking
think,
if you can share your process, how you do it
Yeah,
from.
I think it's on Instagram. It's not like showing my progress or anything, but it's just like that's what I do, and then
I like how you observe things on the, like those are some things I also observe, but I never try to capture them and show them
yeah.
in the.
You should.
Huh?
You should though.
Yeah, I should,
Yeah,
but
you should.
the pictures you took, like, which are interesting to me. Whenever I go outside, I'm not a person who I like to observe things.
Yeah.
So whenever I see your work on Instagram, those are like good pictures of wall which are coming rods out of it.
Yeah. I think these are kind of thing. My inspiration almost like, you know what I mean. I'm not interested in. I like artwork, but those work in a museum or gallery, they're already done it. You know what I mean? It's done. I want to know the process of it, where they starting from.
Yeah.
I just want to see the starting point. That's why wall or any kind of like a building or architect, that kind of stuff is interesting. Kind of like I can start from there.
Do you mix that with your
Oh, yeah,
clay work?
definitely, yeah. So I think I have I mean, artist, like a ceramic artist, but most of my friends, artist friends are different media, like architecture and the photographer and painter. Those people are more like I love it. I just can always talking about something and then they just see the different point of view they've got. And then because I'm a potter and a 3D, if I'm talking about something for 2D people, and then oh wow, that's interesting. That's how you see, or you know what I mean. I love it, and even like a use of material because I'm kind of like a clay man. But if you just talk to architecture or a different kind of media artist, they use different kind of materials, which is really interesting. So how can I use this to in my clay work? Oh,
That makes you interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That makes
I
you
love.
try something new.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. How has your personal studio work shifted now? Then you're teaching full time. Have you shifted now?
I'm not kind of teaching full time. It's part time
Part
here.
time, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's kind of nicely balanced out at the moment.
At the moment,
Yeah,
it's
at the
nicely
moment.
balanced
Yeah,
out. Yeah.
because I'm not kind of making functional way all the time and selling a lot.
Yeah.
No, I'm not that kind of position. So I think it's kind of balanced out. Yeah.
Okay. Any cool new materials or tech in ceramics you are geeking out about? Are you slipping them into your classes?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Sorry. New material.
Okay, we'll move on to another.
Okay. Yeah.
Life lesson from clay. What's the biggest life lesson Clay's taught you?
First, be flexible.
Be flexible.
Yeah, and be patient.
Flexible in physical.
No, physical and any like a flexible mind, thinking, flexible. I think to me it's very important. Don't just stick to this is it. I don't want to do anything else. No, just flexible. You know what I mean? And then your mind, and then and then be patient. Yeah, that's kind of another key. I think if you're doing
Flexible and patient.
Yeah, if you're doing clay work.
But when you are trying to be an artist, you have to work on a certain technique or a certain theme.
Yeah. But I think
You can't be
but
flexible.
if you kind of like in a zone, yes, you have to do just whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
But till then, you have to be flexible. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you can. I just want to observe from the other kind of material and then environment and then just open just kind of your eye all the time and then just I think flexibility is quite important. I think.
And you said patience.
Artist, yeah.
And you said patience. Patience in how? Like break down patience for me now.
I mean, come on, it's clay, always crack, you know that. And then if you don't get kind of like doing glazes,
I see.
and then so oh no, I just did exactly same thing before. I loved it, and then why it's happening? It's not, that kind of thing is always happen.
Yeah.
So I think and then same time it's life again as well, you know what I mean, because I'm meeting just different students. You have to be patient. This patient is like I think in life it's just like
You need patience. When I'm working, I need patience to handle people. When I'm doing artwork, I need patience.
You know it, so it connects it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, in life, in clay, art. Life, to be honest, flexibility and then patience is the kind of, to me, I learn a lot. This connection always.
Good.
Yeah.
Looking ahead, what are you excited to tackle, either in your own work or with your students?
Because I'm leaving soon here.
Yeah.
So
I'm feeling sad for that. I'm feeling sad.
But I mean,
You're a nice person. In the beginning, you helped me you gave me ideas. in making those things. So the big tower, I never
Yeah.
thought to. I had a plan which was
Yeah,
more.
I had fun with that actually.
I had a more difficult plan for that, to drill it up and something. You said no, leave the drilling up. We'll combine it together and make
Yeah.
something a tower thing.
I love that. I
And
enjoy. I think more than you. I think I did.
you helped me a lot, sir.
But I think yeah. So I'm going back to Japan for 6 months and then helping exhibition and all stuff. So I am going to meet new artists and the new people. I'm looking forward to it. So maybe I have to step back a little bit from ceramic field,
Yeah.
but I'm happy with it. So maybe this kind of meeting new people, meeting new kind of like environment, spending time, new environment.
Yeah.
I think it will connect to step up, hopefully, going to something new in my work. And then hopefully, maybe I can do a bit of clay work whenever while I'm in Japan.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. So at the moment, I don't know. Everything is
Japan is like more kind of city-based country.
yeah.
How
But
do you have your ceramics things? Do you have them in buildings, or do you have your small studios?
I think
Because I think Japan is very like city type.
no. I think we've got nice kind of like a very countryside, and then
Oh, you have that.
ceramic field is huge in Japan, and then they are just very traditional way of doing it, and then
Yeah.
they just really stick to this traditional way of creating ceramics, and then especially in the countryside. But where I'm from is yes, quite huge kind of ceramic kind of population there, ceramicist. But I think I'm not following their tradition, as I said, because I started ceramic when I'm in here.
Yeah.
So I think I'm totally different to them. So, but now I think I'm getting old.
How you got idea of trying ceramics at the age of 30?
I don't know because I think when you reach 30, only reason I remember was kind of I was preparing for midlife crisis. So
Okay.
in the future, if you reach 40 or 50, if you reach the kind of oh my god, what have I done in my life kind of midlife crisis, if I was doing kind of something ceramic or very therapeutic kind of thing, maybe it might help. So that's why I started preparing for ceramic. I mean midlife crisis.
What is midnight crisis? I
It's like
know.
a bit of the life. You feel kind of like a look up kind of your life and wow,
Is it like you are reflecting
get
back?
kind of stressed out
Okay.
a little bit.
And then
You
you
know what I mean?
say, "Oh, have I done enough for
Yeah,
myself?"
exactly. Yeah. So
So
that kind of thing. So maybe kind of like it might help
yeah.
prevent. You know what I
So
mean?
you thought,
Crisis.
okay, you thought you will do what I like, what
Yeah.
you like to do,
Yeah.
which is ceramics.
Yeah, because I mean, I was fashion design,
Yeah.
and then fashion design is like a flat fabric, and then you build up 3D. So I think to me, ceramic is pretty much same. It's like a lump of clay or piece of sheet of clay roll out and then build up.
Okay.
So I thought it's kind of similarity.
Yeah.
So I quite like the idea. I like kind of it's nothingness and then built up to make it 3D. So that's why I just started ceramic. there.
Ceramics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Are you trying to go back to fashion design now?
No, I don't think so. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun, but if I do in fashion, there's always somebody in front of you. I'm making
For
dress
something.
or whatever for this person,
Yeah.
and then because I was freelance fashion design, especially for wedding dress. So if you're making
Oh, you're making wedding dresses.
yeah,
Nice.
so if you're making wedding dress, there's always somebody in front of you as a client, and then I talk about it, and then we talk about it, and then decide design, and there's always somebody for
Okay.
somebody.
For somebody.
Yeah, so I have to compromise a lot of things, but which is okay.
Yeah.
But but making ceramics, it's to me, especially like a sculpture or objects, there's nobody there. You know what I mean? So it's more free to be myself I quite like that freedom in a way.
Yeah, everybody needs freedom
Yeah.
nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Okay, then thank you, sir.
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
patience.
Thank you. No, thank you. So good luck, mate.
This is my first podcast, and I'm happy to have you on it.
No, thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank you, sir.
Okay, cheers.